Hello guys, this is the video number 14 of this Pioneer S6-1215 series. We'll discuss about this board. This board, it's the flat amplifier assembly AWG042. We're talking about this board, the process of restoration. This board, you see, it's connected after function switch assembly. AWS094, and here is the input of this in this board of audio inlet, yeah, and the outlet from this board, it's going on the tone control board on this one, which is here, yeah, and from this one is coming in this one, and in this one is coming from a switch input, and from the tone control board, the audio signal is going on the low and high filter, the board which we talked about on the previous videos. So if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. You have a button here down. Please share with others. Don't forget to put questions and comments. I will be happy with that. I will try to respond to them, to answer you. If you have some suggestions also, they will help me to make better and better these records and channel. And I think we can start to discuss about this board. Yeah. So the board you see here, we see all connections, how they are. Here is the muting switch. Here is the volume switch. Here is the loudness switch, mode switch, stereo and mono. After that we have the balance potentiometer, adapter. Here is the monitor number 2, monitor number 1, and duplicate switch. So like you see already, this tree belongs to tape decks or reel-to-reel decks, yeah. Okay, according with the schematic, we have here the schematic, and like I said, input of this board, it came from switch assembly AWS094, yeah. Left channel, right channel, pins 26 and 28, one is for left, one is for right, and pins 14, 18, 23 and 21 are ground points, yeah. Okay, switch number 1, switch number 2, duplicate monitor 1, monitor 2, mode, and here we have the adapter, yeah. Here on the top we have the inputs of tape 1, tape 2, tape 1, tape 2, adapter and adapter again. We have rec, play, output and input. Yes, we have the left side. Here on the bottom we have the right side. They are doing exactly same things. Here we have the balance. I'll take a stick. Here we have the balance potentiometer. Here we have this section here, this small, how to say here, we'll say a buffer according with the specification from Pioneer. So here is the buffer amplification from left and right. It's fixed by 2 transistors. Here you see 2 diodes for compensating the idling current here. After that we have the outputs, so inputs from balance and outputs from emitters of these 2 transistors. Yeah, these 2 pairs of transistors, we have to give them some voltages, of course, and we are doing this on pin 11 and pin 10. On pin 10 we have minus 49 volts, and on pin 11 we have plus 49 volts. After that the signal is going on the muting switch. After that, loudness switch and volume potentiometer. The signal is going out after the volume potentiometer and is going on buffer. No, this was the buffer, and this one is the flat amplifier. Yeah, here, like you see, we have this 2SK30AW. So this will not touch these MOSFETs. Yes, they are really good. We will not touch them because they are in good shape. We will touch only these 2 transistors. So you see the signal, it's entering on these MOSFETs. From these MOSFETs the signal is going on the base of this of Q7 and Q8 transistors, yeah, and the signal after that is going out on pin number 8 and pin number 9. The signal from here is going on the tone amplifier AWG041, left output, right output, and the pins 1, 6, 3, 2, 5, and 4, and 7, pins 6, 3, and 7, they are on the grounding, yeah, on the grounding plane. And the pins 1 and 4 and 2 and 5 are for supply voltage, power supply voltage for this this flat amplifier section, yeah. So we'll have minus 25 on pin 2 and 5 and plus 25 on pin 1 and 4. So this is more or less about this this schematic. Now I want to talk with you about capacitors. So these 3 transistors will leave on position. I'm planning to replace these 2 capacitors here, which they are taking care about voltage of this buffer amplifier. So you see we have minus 49 and plus 49 volts, and these are 330, 63 volts, and same 330 and 63 volts. My plan is to replace them with fine gold capacitors here, and they are 470 microfarads and 63 volts. So they will be on that position. After that, so here is for these two capacitors are for power supply, yes. After that, on the outlet of these 2 transistors, the audio signal is going and the sound is passing for each channel to 2 capacitors, C9, C11, C10, C12. These 2 capacitors, they are on position 22 and 60 volts, and we'll replace them with 22 microfarads and 50 volts, and the series they will be Nichicon UKT audio grade, yeah. So they will be 4 pieces, and they looks like that, 22 and 50 volts, yeah. They will be for, like I said, 4 pieces for doing this job. We can put also 1, yeah, so half. You have to find a 10 microfarads capacitor, and you can replace with only 1, but I will put 2. After that, we have this muting, loudness, volume, and we are here. Here, what's going on? We have this power supply, minus and plus, and we have capacitors C32, C31 are 330 microfarads and 35 volts. I will replace these 2 with 330 microfarads and 50 volts. I will show you in a moment. So they will be this, also fine gold, 330 and 50 volts. After that, so you see we have the voltages here, yeah, we have electrolytic capacitor, filtering capacitor for higher frequency. After that we have a voltage divider here. You have a power supply which is going on this side. After that we have another resistor here, another voltage drop. And here we will have C21 and C22 capacitors. These are 100 microfarads and 10 volts, and we will replace them with 100 microfarads and 50 volts. This I will replace also with UKT series from Nichicon, yeah. And remains 2 capacitors more, which also they are going from this power supply. Also here it's same, you see, like that. We have 220 microfarads and 16 volts, 220 microfarads and 16 volts. This will replace also, I will replace these 2. So for capacitors C27 and C28, we'll use also from fine gold capacitors 220 microfarads and 80 volts, and we'll install on this here on this position. It's not necessary the voltage to be too high, but I didn't found on stock lower voltages, so we'll fix that too. So this is about this schematic. We'll focus on replacing the parts. So this is more or less how it's going with this board. And something else, because I forget to mention, Q7 and Q8 are to SA725. Yeah, these transistors are prone for static noise, for crackling. So I am planning to replace with to KS992. Yeah, KSA 992, and we'll look also on the parts list, and we'll see what's going on here. So here is the parts list. You see, we have like that parts list: semiconductors, transistors, Q7 and Q8, and we will have KSA 992. It's not necessary here to make a matching because each transistor belongs to the other channel, but it's better to check their performances to be more or less closer each to other. Yeah. After that, we have the capacitors. We have C7 and C8, and we'll have 330 microfarads and 63 volts. I will replace with 470 microfarads and 63 volts. UFG, yes, Nichicon fine gold. After that, C9, C10, they will be 22 microfarads, 16 volts. Then there will be also C11 and C12, they will be same. And they will be replaced with 22 microfarads and 50 volts UKT. And here we'll have C21 and C22, 100 microfarads and 50 volts from UKT. And C27 and C28, 220 microfarads and 60 volts. Here we will replace with 220 microfarads. I will erase now and I'll put proper. C31 and C32 are 330 microfarads and 35 volts, and they will be replaced with 330 microfarads and 50 volts fine gold. So I will modify here and we'll come back. So it will be like that, 220 microfarads and 80 volts. Yeah? So now we can go ahead to do this job, but before of that I want to show you the printed circuit board, how it looks. Okay, so here is the printed circuit board. The view is from soldering terminals. Like you see, it's opposite and it's here, so it's visible. So here it's the muting, but the board normally it's like that. So muting, volume, loudness, mode, balance, adapter, monitor 2, monitor 1, and duplicate. Yeah. Okay, so here we have these 4 tantalum capacitors on the side, transistors, there will be these 2 in the middle, these capacitors here, and so on. Yeah. And this is how it looks. We have all the connections here on top: adapter, tape rack, these RCA connectors, exactly everything where it's going and where it's belong. Yeah. Okay, so I think we can start with the board. I will change the angle of the camera. We'll dismantle this metal support here on the front. We'll take out all the parts and we'll see what's going on. Yeah. So let's go ahead. But you see also here some screws are missing. I will try to fix everything like it was original. So I have to look on my stuffs to see if I will find everything what we need here. Yeah. Okay, so let's start this job. So my daughter, she is helping me to find the proper screws in the magic box. So we have to look for this kind of screws. You see the head? This? No, that one is not okay because have a different thread. You have to check the thread, how it looks, you see? Yes. So you'll find if you are looking, no, it's not good. You have to pay attention to look for, we need about 10 screws like that. Okay, let's go on with the board. Sorry, what you said?
I don't find any.
Yeah, you have to find, because we need for this Pioneer S61250, we need these screws to fix
This?
back. No, it's different head, you see, it's bigger.
Yes.
Now. Okay, so here we are. We can take out these nuts holders. We can take also this nut here and this washer. Okay, and we have also to take out the screws. Okay, so now we can take out the screws. I will use the drilling machine for this. Like you see already, I put again the fabric here to not make dirty the boards below or to scratch them. I suggest also for you this practice, because it will help you to not damage something. Now after we will take this metal part out, we can see if somebody he put before these cleaners for the switches. Like you see, they use before something. No, this is the grease. Ha. So you see they put some kind of liquid, but like grease, exactly like I said. So don't play like that, yeah. Okay, so let's look for all screws which are here. Yeah, I will start now the desoldering station, and we can start to take out the components, yeah. Okay, so let's go on. But before of that, we can slug this volume pot potentiometer to add inside some potentiometer cleaner. I will show you what I'm using here. So for potentiometers, I will use this from Thermopast. It's contact PR. If you are looking here, it's written, it's stated very clear, contact PR special cleaner for regeneration of potentiometers, yeah. So it's exactly what we have to use, yeah. So this we'll use only for pots, yeah. So let's go on. So now we are ready to desoldering the parts, but before desoldering the parts, you remember what I told you. Take a permanent marker and you can mark exactly where are the minuses on the capacitors, because in this way you'll remember better, yeah, after you will take the parts out. You see this one is here, this one is here, and for tantalum you have to pay attention. And for transistors also, when you will take out, it's necessary to take care of them, yeah. So let's desolder. For the desoldering, we will use the desoldering station. Just put like that, turn, and push the button. You see? And now these capacitors, they are ready to be drawn out. Be careful because they have also glue. Let's see how they looks. Yeah. Also this one, a lot of glue there. Yeah. So we can continue with the other. Also take the desoldering station. Be careful to the wires. Like that. This one, after that, I mean be careful with the wires because they have this plastic protection to not melt this protection. So take your time, don't be in a hurry, do it step by step. Okay, so we have this one here. My daughter, she is still looking for that screws because it's not easy to find them. I know this. And we have here the other cap.
This is a key?
I don't know what is it. Okay, so let's take also the last capacitor. I think it's this one here. I hope. No, this one. You see? Okay. Yeah. So that one it is. So let's take out. So the big one, minus down, correct. This one minus up, it's correct. Minus up, correct. Minus down. This one is minus up, correct. Minus down, correct. And we have this one, but we'll need to use this one. Okay, so minus down, yeah. Okay, so they are out, and remains this four here. So let's desolder them. So we have 8 desoldering points. Okay, also for this you have to pay attention for the pluses, where they are. Plus up, correct. Plus up, plus up, plus up, plus up, plus up, plus up. So it's okay. And we have to desolder also these transistors, and you have to pay attention for transistors. Yeah. So first terminal, second terminal, and third one. Okay, and after that, here. Oh, it's too close. But it's no problem. So we finish with the soldering. Now we have to look for the terminals, how they are. So it's base, yeah, base, collector, emitter, yeah. So base, collector, emitter. We'll take this one out. Base, collector, emitter. And the second one is also base, collector, emitter. So it's okay. Okay, also this one is out, yeah. We can check also. Base, collector, emitter. Base, collector, emitter. Yeah, let's see. Base, collector, emitter, yeah. So it's okay. This one is A725. So we have to replace them because of this tarnish on the terminals. If you are looking for the other transistors and also for these FETs, is no any tarnish. So that means these transistors are prone for static, yeah. According with experience, with past experience of all these enthusiasts from the internet, after you replace these transistors, the noise disappearing, yeah. Okay, so now the parts are off. We have to clean the board, we have to take care about the switches, the potentiometers, and we have to remove this glue. You see it's a lot of glue here. We'll take out also this glue and we'll continue the restoration. So now it's time for removing the glue. For this one I'm using some alcohol. Yeah, like that, spraying alcohol. You can take also a brush for spreading this alcohol here. In this way you will clean also the board on this part, on this space here. And now you have to pay attention and take your time for removing this glue. You see it's not so difficult to take out, but I like to avoid to make scratchings on the board, yeah. I told you this this glue, is not oxidating the parts, yeah. Like on Sansui. On Sansui it's totally mess there when you have to fight with this glue. Not this glue, that glue, because it's different. On this one you have to play like that. Yeah, you see it's going off if you pay attention. And now a pair of tweezers. You see it's going out. Again some alcohol. And you see this is the result. Yeah? Now you have to pay attention with this diode here. So this is how I'm dealing with this screwdriver which I'm using. The head of this screwdriver is not sharp, it's round, yeah. So it's doing a really good job here. Because I don't want to make any scratches on the board. I don't like that white scratches. So this is how I'm doing. This is all the glue now is out. On this part here, you see it looks very nice. I see here a little bit, and that's all. Yeah. What, you think it's okay? I think it's okay. Yeah? Let's take also a piece of rag and clean. And I think it's perfect, yeah? Remains here. You see? It's here. Okay, so now it's done, yeah? So now I will make you can see here, yeah? I will make the other two out of camera because I have one here and the third one here, and we'll come back with next process. Okay, so now the glue, you see, it's removed complete. Now I want to clean a little bit the board here between the switches. I can put some alcohol on this brush, and we can clean all these spaces here because it's dust. Okay. Now it's perfect. Also here, these components. So you see, if you give some time to this process, it will be outstanding on the end. It will be exactly like it came out from factory, or even better. Yeah, so also here. So you see, now all the board is out of dust. Now remains to clean a little bit the top of the switches, also with some alcohol. This rack here, put some alcohol, and now let's clean this top part of the switches for all of them. Yeah, and after that we'll clean on the front here because it's some grease. I can take this one. So this is how I'm doing. This one is the potentiometer volume, for volume. Yes, like that. We have to clean also the rest of the grease. So you see how I'm cleaning alcohol, isopropylic alcohol, and like that, yeah. So I will do the rest of them. out of camera and we'll come back. So like you see now, the board is clean, so we can start with switches. To clean the switches inside with Deoxit. You see here was necessary to clean a little bit better. Yeah, okay. So we'll use the Deoxit for the switches. You see this Deoxit D5. Shake well. Yeah, put here somewhere. And for the potentiometers and attenuator, for the potentiometer and for the attenuator, I will use this contact PR from Thermopasti. For me, it's doing the best job, and it's stated clear here. Special cleaner for regeneration of potentiometers. So it's really clear, yeah. So what I will do for the attenuator, I like to take out these two screws on the front. Pay attention to the nut. Take out the nut, take out the screw. Also the second one on the bottom. You see the nut is here, so it will fall down, but we have the rag. Now take also the screw out, okay, and now you can remove the back cover, and I will suggest also to you to remove this back cover. Pay attention, take your time. Yeah, so it looks like that, yeah. And you can see now inside the attenuator, and you can move also this one like that. You can take a screwdriver. So you see here the contacts are on this board, and the contacts, the graphite contacts, the carbon contacts are on this side here. So that means also on this left or right part, the contacts are here below the board, yeah. So you can do like that. You will not damage nothing if you will take care. Yeah. The idea is to make a small space to be able to add some cleaner, yeah. So you need for this something sharp. You see, it's enough like that, yeah. So now if you let this one here, or a screwdriver, or up to you, yeah. So like that, you see, it's a space there, yeah. I saw something here which I don't like. Okay, so now shake the cleaner. You can put inside and spray, yeah, like that. You can close back, and you can do also for this one same, yeah. Now you'll put the cover back, and you can start to play. So this is how I'm doing. Now I can put the screws also on position. Second one. So now you are sure it's everywhere, this potentiometer cleaner, yeah. Now when you are turning the wiper, it will spread this cleaner everywhere. You have another possibility to take out the attenuator from position, to dismantle, but I suggest you to not dismantle complete, because here on the end, after you remove this cover, the wiper, the end wiper, it's fixed on position with a spring washer. I don't know if it's the proper washer. It's that washer which is staying on position, and he have this non-return terminals, yeah. So you have to pay attention, because it's very easy to destroy the shaft, the potentiometer shaft. So I don't know, it's up to you if you want to do like that. My suggestion is to not use that option to remove complete. If you can desolder, you can take out the unit, but don't dismantle, don't take out the shaft. Let's see if we'll be, oops, sorry, if we'll be able to fix the nut here. I see the nut, it's because he is not flat. He is giving us some problems, but you can fix some position. You see? Oh, it's on position there. You can tight, and you can play more. So you see, now this attenuator, it's okay, it's regenerated, let's say. But you see, this attenuator is completely sealed, so the dust is not going inside. So you don't have so much troubles with them. You have more troubles with this, which they are open and the dust is going inside. And of course you have other problems with the persons, because some of people's, they are adding inside, like I said on the beginning of this video, they are putting inside this grease because they don't know how to treat these switches and potentiometers, and they add grease and they will do what they do. Also, when you add Deoxit inside the switches, you know, here on the top you have this how let's call this lever, yeah. You have this lever here, and you have some grease here. So when you add Deoxit, don't add on this part, because Deoxit he will dilute, he will dissolve the grease, and that grease she will go on the contacts. And I had before a Sony amplifier. I think I restored the Sony F7, something like that, I don't know exactly. And the switches I bought like that amplifier, and the switches, they were cleaned a couple of times with grease. It was total mess there. Okay, so too much discussion. Now let's let's put some solution for this balance attenuator. So for this one, if you are looking from top, here you'll have a space, yeah. So you can put this pipe here and you can spray inside. But what we will do with the other side, yeah. So let's say, because this is a stereo potentiometer, yeah, left and right, or left and right, yeah, depends of connections below. So if you are putting on this position upside down between the cover and this material, you have a space. So usually I'm adding the solution between this material and the cover. I will try to show you if I can. Yes, it looks like I can. So you see, here is this material, which is the support for the carbon resistor. You see, here you have the cover, and behind of this carbon resistor you have the wiper. Here, if you see, it's a hole, and that hole is exactly on this length, yeah. So usually I'm putting the pipe of this conditioner between the metal cover and that piece of material, yeah. So I will show you how I will try to do this, yeah. So it's something like that, yeah. I'm trying to, if it's not enough space, you can squeeze a little bit this plastic pipe, yeah. Yeah. So the solution here will go exactly where is necessary, yeah. And also on the back it's same, yeah. You add like that. You can add also here on this space, and also on the potentiometer on the front one you have also a hole here on the side. You can add also here, yeah. And now you can play a couple of times. If you add more, you will not destroy nothing, trust me, but you have to clean after that the board, yeah. So you see from the attenuator is no any drop down for this balance spot. It is something because you cannot do perfect here. And of course also for this one you have an option to take out from position, yeah. You can take it from position without any problem with desoldering the terminals, and you can have it out. Okay, so this is how we deal with these potentiometers and attenuators. This is the way how I'm doing. So now the wipers, they are spreading this regenerating compound all over around the carbon support, yeah? Okay, so I think with this it's enough. Now about the Deoxit for the switches, I suggest you to keep the board in this position. I mean the contacts to be on lower position, yeah? And now shake the Deoxit, and you can add for all of them. Now I will show you how I'm doing this. Because I said I want to avoid to put the Deoxit on the grease. You see, let's see if it's focus. Yeah, so you see, here is the first switch. If I'm playing with this lever, you see that plastic which is down, it's moving front and back, yeah. So that plastic is the support for the wipers of contacts, yeah. So the idea is to put the oxide below that plastic and the board. So how I will do? Exactly like that. I will put there the pipe, I will spray, and if you can see, you see the oxide is going all around the switches, yeah. Not the switches, the contacts. You see, it's wet here, so that means it's okay. And now again, at least 50 times playing with the switch, and I will do same for all of them. So you see, it's not difficult, it's really easy. So again, the oxide, and you will do the best job. But don't put the oxide for the potentiometers, because she will not do the best work there, yeah. So you can destroy the carbon support, yeah. So pay attention for this. The oxide only for the switches and contacts. Okay, so now the board, it looks very well. Also the switches are cleaned, and the attenuator and the potentiometer for balance. Attenuator for volume and potentiometer for balance, yeah. So now we will start with capacitors. We will start to fix back on position the capacitors. You remember on this part here we have this C11, 9, C12 and C10. All of them, they are 22 microfarads and 16 volts. And I told you we replace with 22 microfarads and 50 volts this UKA audio grade, yeah, from Nichicon. So let's put on position. We have to take care about the polarity. We need also a pair of tweezers to be able to fix here on this position. Okay, and the second one also with minus down. Okay, let's see if it's enough room here. Should be okay, yeah. So both of them, they are on position. Keep with your finger, or if you don't have enough space for your finger, you can put a piece of wood to keep straight on position. Also this one is too big, or an end part of a brush, yeah. So like that. And now you can burn the terminals. And now for sure they will stay on position, yeah? We can add also the rest too. One on position. And second are also on position soon. Okay. You see how it's going out the deoxit from this switch, yeah? It's normal to be like that. Like I said, you have to take some time for them. Okay, so let's bend the terminals. Okay, terminals are bent. So you see how it looks. They look very well. After we will solder them, they will stay better. Yeah. So you see a little bit cleaning here. So I told you, if you have any suggestion about fixing the camera, please tell me, because it's really difficult to work behind. I don't know, maybe we have some suggestions for some supports on the, I don't know, on the sailing, I don't know. If you have something, please inform me. And now we have, you remember we have these capacitors to here. On this one it's 100 microfarads and 10 volts. And for this one we have 330 microfarads and 35 volts. So it's capacitor C22 and C32. C22 and C32, yeah, correct. So for this we'll need, what we'll need? We'll need this 100 first. 100 microfarad first. Yeah, so we'll replace with this one 100 microfarads and 50 volts. Let's put here on position. In this one position like that. Bend the terminals. Okay. After that, closer to that one, we'll have 330 microfarads. And this 330, we have 330 and 50 volts, we said, yeah? So we'll add this 330 and 50 volts. It will be here. Like that. It's on position, you see? It looks very well. I have to stay here to bend the terminals. You see also this one, it's on position. Okay. We have that 220 microfarads here, 220 microfarads here, and after that we have again 330 microfarads, which is coming here. Yeah, so same capacitor. Here, yeah, so minus down. Let's see if it's enough space here. Yes, it is. Okay. So also this one is on position. Let's bend the terminals. Okay, yeah. So now we have this on position, and we have to put also that one 100 microfarads, which is here. Yeah. Let's put also this one on position, and after that we'll continue. So 100 minus down on position, bend terminals. Okay, and we have two capacitors more, are this C7 and C8. These are 330 microfarads, 63 volts, and I'm planning to replace them with 470 microfarads and 63 volts, a bigger capacitance, yeah? So let's put first one. First one on position, second one on position. Okay, so they looks like that, you see, gold and blue. Now I will do the soldering out of camera, and after that we can put the transistors, like we said, the KSA992. We'll install on position here and we'll continue the job. Okay, so now the components, they are soldered on the other side. Now we can install these two KSA992. You see, 992. And also this one is 992. Okay, so you remember, these are EBC, emitter base collector. Or emitter collector base. Let's check. Yeah. So I told you, every time when you are doing something, don't forget, test it. Yes, you see it's emitter collector base. So the collector, it's on the middle, yeah. So emitter collector base. So you see here the printing, it's emitter collector base, yeah. So that means I have to, this one is emitter, this one is collector, yeah. So I have to put this one to bend them back like that. So it's emitter collector base, yeah. So emitter collector base. Next one, again with printing on you, emitter collector base. So we'll bend the collector to back, yeah. So again, emitter collector base. Check one more time, emitter collector base, yeah. This one also, emitter collector base. Is clear? Is clear. Now I will bend the terminals and I will solder them out of camera. So you see now the transistors are on position, they are soldered, and remains the other two capacitors, which they are here, C27 and C28, are 220 60 volts, and I will install 220 80 volts because this I found on stock on that time when I ordered the part. There's no any problem. Space, it's enough here. You see it's not so big, bigger than the rest. So they will be fine on this position, yeah. So let's install them. First one and second one. Okay. So let's take care about terminals. Let's see if they are okay. Yes, they are okay. So we can solder them out of camera. And this is how it looks now, the board. All the components are on position. You see it looks very, very nice. Gold with blue. It's the perfect combination, yeah. Okay, so this is how it's going. We replace that transistors, 2 transistors, and 2 for 8, 10, 12, 14 caps. Yeah, I'm planning to do the cleaning of the board now. We'll do this also out of the camera, and we'll install back the board on position, and after that I will present you the board, the parts which we take out, yeah. Okay, let's do that. So here it looks on the other side. On the soldering points, everything it looks okay. The board is cleaned. Here it is the view from the board with from the parts side. It looks also okay here. Now we have to install this front cover, support cover. You remember this board have a cover. I just cleaned this one, and we can fix on position, yeah. So this is how it's coming, yeah. So here on this side we'll have this one, and on the middle we have this spring, this washer, and the nut. Check the nut how it was before. Okay, like that. And now we have to fix the screws on position. You saw my daughter, she was looking for the screws. she found it, and we will install the screws on position. So like you see now, all the screws are on position. The board is on position. This metal support, it's on position. We have to clean a little bit here, and it's ready to be back on proper position, yeah, to be installed on the frame. So this is how it looks. This restoration of this board. The parts which we take out are here. So these two big caps, other two. You see, we have 4 yellow. We'll put also here, and these two. So these capacitors, we have also four tantalums, capacitors, and 2 transistors. So these are the parts which we take out from this board. And now we can fix the board on position. We will put here, we will put the screws, and we will arrange the cables. So like you see now, this flat amplifier assembly, it's fixed on position. This is the end of the video. So if you like this kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe. You have to press that button which is below here for subscribing. Share with others, put questions, leave comments. And of course, don't forget about suggestions. Yeah. So this is how it looks, the board. Now it's on position. All the screws are tight. On the next video, we will continue with the tone control board to make overhaul. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Stay tuned. We are on the almost end of process of this restoring of Pioneer S61250. So stay tuned. Next video they will come. Thank you for your time. Marius here. Cheers.